right, we're here and we're watching Basketball Wives. Apparently, okay, so Jackie, I've decided to stop singing, stay the fuck out of black people business to Jackie because clearly that's what's Jackie's job this season. She's I'm jumping into people's business. I'm pretend Shawnee. I'm holding it down. I'm holding it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down. And bitch, I almost died when Angel was laughing about the whole marriage statement because she is making it clear that her and Rock is never gonna be married. Just nah, just nah. Angel, three things. One, the outfits, yo. Just when I think that they can't get no shinier, no gaudier, the earrings can't get no bigger, you step it up a notch. I applaud you for that. I'm gonna just go ahead and applaud you for that. Two, your makeup. Like you already got the white lady O lines all around the eyes. And the amount of makeup that you put on just makes it look worse. Never mind them fucking spiders up on your eyelids. And then three, I don't know, it's gotta go back to the outfits because them shits is horrible. Oh my god, that is the most ugliest, shiniest, just fugaziest maternity wear I've ever seen in my entire life. Lord, oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Yes. Wow. But okay, yeah, I'm trying to keep it together because our outfits are just taking me to another place that I don't want to be at. Ooh. Wait a minute. Side note. So Shawnee is not on the show. She's not doing too much on the show because is it because she got married to the pastor and the pastor don't want to be on the show? I mean, that does make sense, but I feel it. I just wanted to ask that question. See how rich people go? Rich people just decide, I just want to do a podcast, and then she gets all this equipment in order to set up a podcast. Like, we find out. Okay, so Brandy, your whole plot line is I'm mad at Malaysia and that's all I want to talk about. Copy that. Because, bitch, that's all you're bringing. Like, I'm mad at Malaysia. I'm mad at Malaysia. I'm mad at Malaysia. I mean, bitch. Okay, we heard you the first time. Quick poll. Who in the world knew that Jackie Christie wrote two books? No, there were two books on that counter while they were talking, and one of them had a picture of her and Doug on it, and Jackie wrote two books. I wonder if she read her daughter's book. I have already established that I do not like any of Angel's maternity, fake ass maternity wear. Well, anyway, you probably can't hear that. I don't know if you could. Anyway, what I was saying about Angel's outfits, I promise you, I'm gonna try. I really want to stop talking about them. I want to stop talking about them. I do. I do. But they're so fucking ugly, and it's like every time we go to the confessional, she goes one step lower. I mean, just when you think they couldn't get worse, it gets worse every fucking time. And I'm trying to stop talking about them. I really am. But it's hard. But then again, Andrew, you got the kind of paper that you got another house behind your house, and you wanted to give your son the 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 house, and he don't want a house. He just want his room. Why the fuck? And it's a baby. The baby gotta stay with you for a couple of. And how far downstairs that you can't put the baby downstairs? I'm mind my business. Rich people problems, I tell you. Rich people problems. Well, didn't really end with a kind of ended on a sad note, thinking about Brandy and cancer. Fuck cancer. All around the board, fuck cancer. Let's get on to VH1 Couples Retreat. And no matter what, I'm just going to start off by saying that the relationship between Jess Hilarious and that dude is fake. It's just, I, I, I have to start off by saying that. As far as Michael and Rada is concerned, I think Rada ought to just stop faking the funk and taking the deal that she already signed. I mean, because to me, Michael put a deal on the table like, look here, you gonna be the main, you are the main, but do understand there's going to be side pieces. You know what I'm saying? I agreed to a certain number of side pieces just for you, but the side pieces will exist. She signed that deal. She put her John Hancock on the contract. Now you want to backpedal and pussy pop into about you want him to get rid of the hoes. But you agreed to the hoes. Like if you, like when the negotiation was being had, if you insisted on no hoes, you should have said no hoes. No, you co-signed the deal and said 12 hoes a year. You might as well let them have them 12 hoes a year. Fuck that. Either let them have the 12 hoes or bounce. Cause it's either you go with your contract or you in breach of contract. One or the other, fam. Because Michael is not renegotiating. Ain't no renegotiation. That first negotiation was the only negotiation. You fucked up. You took the deal. Now you either gotta honor it or break it. Simple. You know what? On a real life note, what Styles P said about him and Ajua's relationship, girl, if I said your name wrong, my bad. What he said about him and Ajua's relationship, that makes sense that they would have the most problems. And I say that because I met his daughter. Because you see, let me give you a little backstory. Styles P has written. I don't know if he's written more than one book, but I know for a fact he wrote one. He wrote at least one book, right? And a couple of years back at the Harlem Book Fair, he was actually there selling his book, and he had his own book stand and everything. And his daughter was there, and I remember walking up to his daughter trying to sell her one of my books, and you know her defense for not buying it was she told me that she needed to ask her dad if she could buy it. And when I asked how, and when she told me that, I was just like, what? Well, who's your dad? And then she pointed to Styles P, and I was just like, wait, Styles P is your dad? And she was like, yeah. I was just like, oh. And immediately I knew that was her way of saying, nah, I don't really want to buy your book. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean? And I knew that there ain't no way, like, if she would have asked, I mean, Styles is there selling his book. Why the hell would he tell her to buy my book? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't even follow through on that conversation, but I met her. You know what I'm saying? And the story, of, her killing herself and, you know, and how it affected their relationship, I could imagine that that event heavily affected their relationship. Therefore, it makes sense that they have more problems than any one of the motherfuckers, much less the longevity of the relationship. But let's get back into it. First off, next week's basketball wires look like it's going to be real spicy. Looking forward to that. Second of all, it looked like if they wasn't on the boat, your man would have got up and there would have been some kind of love and hip hop standoff. You know what I'm saying? People was getting tight in their feelings. Mm, mm. Yo, the emotion behind that scene was crazy. It was nah. I'll take that back. The emotion behind that scene was so deep because I mean any loss, you know what I'm saying, from somebody who's close to you is serious. Any loss. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your parent or any loss. But knowing that that was their one and only child, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I met her. You know what I mean? They said on the show she died in 2015. I met her when she was like about 16 years old, so that had to been like about 2011. And you know that's some serious shit to deal with in a relationship. That's some serious shit to deal with. The loss of a child is loss, any loss. But yeah, everybody in that circle learned to step the fuck back off them based on that, because none of them ever went through that shit. Word. Look forward to next week. Kai Storm in the building. Kai Storm in the building.